Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another episode of ENA. We got time. Once again, I'm Ian, and I'm here with my co-host, Alex.
Hey, how everybody doing? First off, I want to give a special shout out to Who Cares Clothing for blessing me with this nice jacket. Y'all definitely go holler at my man. Go get y'all some custom nice apparel.
What up, Sean?
All right, so the first game we're going to be getting into today for playoff weekend is, what you want to start off with?
I want to start off with the Dallas Cowboys. We're going to talk about the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas against Seattle, man. We know, Dallas is known for seed. Dallas, Seahawks are on the road. Me personally, Alex, I'm going to just go ahead and say it. Dak gets it done. I think Dak gets it done, man. I think Dak gets it done. I don't believe, I just don't believe the Seahawks. I don't believe in that defense, man. I don't.
Dak leads the league in fumbles.
He does.
But Zeke is second in the league for running backs for fumbles, but he believes in this man.
But look at the production. You gotta understand the production with Zeke. You gotta understand the production. The man is top 3 in rushing. He's the first, not top 3. He's the leading rusher. The leading rusher.
Over like 30 more carries than anybody else.
But hey, if they offense are all about to run, then let's run the ball. Let's run the ball. I think they get it done. As I think, look, the point blank period. Russell Wilson is 4-1 against Dallas. He's 4-1 against Dallas, and the Seahawks are 30th against the run. What Dallas like to do? They like to run the ball. You're giving up almost 5 yards a carry. It's only a matter of time before Zeke scooting down the end zone 20 to 10 to 5, and he coasting, doing his celebration dance in the end zone. Now, I don't know how you feel about, riding with Dak, but I think they don't ride Dak this game. I think they ride Zeke and get that running game going. That's what I think.
Well, Seattle's been doing a pretty good job in the last couple of games with teams that run the ball a lot. Johnson from Arizona, 17 carries for 62 yards. And also, they're doing a good job of protecting the ball, too. Wilson against the Chiefs, 270 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 picks. Last 3 games only averaging 110 rushing yards. So I think they're doing a pretty good job. And Seattle leads the league in the fewest missed tackles with 13 throughout the entire year. So I do think they do ride Zeke, but I think his average is going to be somewhere around 2.1, low 2s per carry. So I think history will repeat itself. I don't think it's going to be 24-13. I think it's going to be a lot closer in carries well.
Yeah.
So if I had to make a prediction on this game, I'm just trying to figure out who's going to fumble the ball. Dak or Zeke.
Well, I mean, in that case, they might. I say if he does fumble, it's not going to be in late. It's not going. I feel like that defense will bail them out. I feel like the defense is going to bail them out. They have a rookie of the year candidate in Vanden Bosch, man.
That is true.
And I think the linebacking core is the strongest on that defense. That was throughout the whole year ranked 4th in the league in the regular season in total defense. And I'm gonna put all my eggs in that basket and roll with the Cowboys, man. I'm going with the Cowboys.
Score prediction.
Oh, my score prediction. I think it's gonna be close to that. I don't think it's gonna be just a blood. Cowboys at home. I think Zeke gets it done late, and I think it's gonna be a good 27-20. I'm gonna say 27-20.
I have it a little closer. I have it around 24-21.
Seahawks.
Yes, definitely Seahawks. Also, something we completely forgot. Cooper has been a massive help in that offense, but he's starting to slow down a little bit. In the last 3 games, he has 13 catches and 83 yards. Averaging about.
Yeah.
So I do think teams are catching on to Amari Cooper, and I think Seattle's going to do a good job of trying to contain him. But I do like your game plan with running the ball with Zeke. I just personally don't think it'll be enough. Russell Wilson is doing a good job of holding on to the ball a lot better than Prescott.
Mhm.
Last time they played, the time possession was not too lopsided. Seattle possessed the ball for almost 6 more minutes. They only had one more drive, but they had 10 more total plays. And you know, if you run the ball a lot, those 10 plays
Yeah,
can
that's
add
what.
up.
Oh yeah,
It's
that's
definitely
milking the clock.
I think this game, in all honesty, I don't think it's going to come down to scoring. I obviously will. But
Yeah.
I think it's going to come down to time possession.
Yeah.
That's going to play the bigger part.
Who can keep the defense on the field the longest? You know, who can keep them on the field the longest? I think, you know, the biggest matchup throughout that whole game would be the Cowboys secondary against the Seahawks receivers. You know, Doug Baldwin has to be a big factor in this game.
Mhm.
You know, Tyler Lockett has to do something in the pass game. Can't just do it all on. You know, he really and truly time possession and field position is going to be I think they have to get the ball. In order for the Seahawks to win, they have to get the ball in good field position. That's the only way that they'll be able to, actually set themselves up to score. You know, because I mean, yeah, you say it's all about points, but then again, time possession, number of stops, that plays a big part in them games too. And to speak one more point to speak on their defense, 25 points in the last 3 meetings. You know, and they forced 6 turnovers. They forced 6 turnovers against Russell Wilson. You know, I mean, it's kind of that's kind of history repeats itself sometimes too.
Man.
But we shall see, man.
4-1 might be 5.
We shall see, Alex. We shall see, man.
Okay. Who you got next?
The next game, man, I went with was Philly at Soldier Field.
Okay. Who you
Take
got?
on Chicago, and I got Philly. I'm going with the number 6 seed Philly. They snuck into it, and defending champs are back in it. Defending champs are back in it. You can't never count them out, Alex.
I don't know what's wrong with my co-host here.
You can never count them out, but you're rolling with the monsters of the midway. So let me hear why you rolling with the Bears that haven't been in the playoffs in 8 years.
I just think this is a very, very, very balanced team on offense. Cohen and Howard, I think they have a good tandem with those two. Gabriel and Robinson, those two are some 2 solid receivers too. I don't think they have anybody that's really gonna, they don't have a number one like a DeAndre Hopkins or Odell or somebody of that stature. But collectively as a team, those 4 guys and Trubisky, a lot of times with his legs, people seem to overlook that. He can get it done too. So I feel as though this offense isn't, over the top, putting up 40 points a game, but they do good enough and they put up enough points for that Bears defense that everybody loves so much.
They are pretty good.
27 interceptions this year, 50 sacks, 9 fumble recoveries. Trubisky has 3 straight games now with no interceptions. I think that defense is really going to hurt Philly. I don't see. I really like Nick Foles, I actually do, but
You don't see him put it up.
He's not pulling this.
Well, just like Trubisky, Nick Foles has been on a 3-game win streak. They have 3 good games. 3 to end the regular season. I mean, they put up 30 points twice in 3 games to end the season. I mean, that's pretty. That's pretty. 3 in those last 3 games. In those 3 games, 77%.
They played Washington in one of them.
What? Hey, it's the NFL, baby. It's the NFL, baby.
Washington.
It's the NFL, baby. You can't count these boys out, man. But I still say that matchup. I figure it's gonna be the Eagles run game versus the Bears run defense. As you say, I believe the Bears have the number 1 rush defense.
Averaging only 80 yards a game.
That's right. So I feel like if the Eagles, because if they can establish a good running attack, not they not over the top 150, but if they can stay balanced, 90, 95, making those good first downs.
Smallwood, Sproles.
Sproles, and that I think that has to be a key point.
Running by committee is what you said.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Because I mean, we all know you got Khalil Mack. We all know, you got. I mean, to me, their best DB in Eddie Jackson back there. He Mr. Eddie Turnover Jackson.
Okay.
He is the man back there playing safety. So if they have any shot, if Philly has any shot of winning this game, and I'm rolling with Philly, but if they have any shot of winning this game, they gotta run the ball. They're gonna have to run the ball effectively all game. Long shot, but I'm going with the underdogs. I'm going to defending champs.
So you don't think they're gonna pass the ball that much?
Well, Philly.
They got Zach Ertz.
Yeah, but I mean, playoff time. I think these coaches are, playoff atmosphere, playoff preparation. Them coaches are they in their bag when it comes time to film study. Oh, Zach Ertz has, they're not dummies. Yeah, they're not dummies. I feel like they game plan for Zach Ertz. That's their best offensive weapon. I think Alshon Jeffrey has, a pretty stellar game. Against his former team. His former team playing back at the atmosphere, the adrenaline running. I think he has a good game. I really and truly, I'm going off the radar here, and I'm saying he has a good 120, 130 yards receiving. So I mean, because like you say, to your point, who else do we have to throw to besides Zach Ertz? Who else?
I mean, you can throw to Chicago's defense.
What? Alshon Jeffrey, big target, so that's gonna be that's gonna be kind of hard to do. But Nick Foles has proven that he's somewhat me personally, throughout this season, Nick Foles is showing he's a better passer than Carson Wentz. But like he's a better game manager right now than Carson Wentz.
And the team plays better.
And the team they're being productive with it, so they're winning. But like I say, long shot, but I'm going with them. I'm going with the underdogs. I got the underdogs winning over there. Close game. I say another close game. I'm gonna say 21-17. Low score. I'm gonna say 21-17. They get it done, and they score a late touchdown. They put it up. And that's it.
I think the Bears as a whole come alive, and I'm gonna go a long shot, and I'm taking the Bears 27-17. I think that atmosphere, that defense, that committee of offensive weapons that they have, I think it's gonna be way too much. Sorry, Nick Foles, but this year you're not taking it.
You can't call out the defending champs, man.
I just did.
For me to go over that, see, it's like the same thing last year. When there was so much underdogs going in, so much underdogs going in. You got the defending champs. They snuck. Don't get me wrong. They snuck into the playoffs, but they are the defending.
But here's the thing.
They want to be underdog. That's a slap in the face. I'm a defending champion. I'm an underdog.
But here's the thing. Last year, you never had a road playoff game. Everything was at home. You felt comfortable.
But
They
still,
can do it on the road.
And they still was the underdog.
He can do it on the road.
We shall see. We shall see, Alex.
Okay, side note. Let's just say Nick Foles does pull this off. And then he goes to the Dome, because that's where he'll have to go, and pulls that off. And go meets whoever in the NFC Championship and pulls that off. The narrative I'm getting at is, if he brings you back to the Dome, if he brings you back to the big dance, what do you do with him now?
I say, let him go. Me personally, I say let him go. If you are dedicating yourself to change around there, with Carson Wentz being the change, being the future. If you want Carson, if you putting all of your, you banking on Carson Wentz, he's gonna shake back. He's gonna, he's gonna be that person that we saw, that player we saw last year, a couple of years, whatever, just beginning of his career when he came in. If you gonna invest in that, let Nick Foles go make his money. Let him go be a starter. Because Nick Foles is a starter.
Oh yeah,
and he's proven he's a starting quarterback for any team. And there are a lot of teams out there that, which would want to save a draft pick and pick up a 29-year-old Nick Foles. He doesn't have a lot of wear and tear on his body. He's 29, and he's winning. He's a winner. So I say let him go, and that's if Carson Wentz. Because to me, tit for tat, to me I still say Carson Wentz in the long run will be better than Nick Foles. I think he will have a better career than Nick Foles, but if healthy, but. Let Nick Foles go. You can't have two start. I don't feel like a team can have two starting quarterbacks. Without some
Yeah.
some confliction, somewhat down the road.
The team plays better with Nick Foles, though.
They do.
Everybody.
They do.
Alshon Jeffrey, first 9 games had a little over 500 yards. Since then he has a little over 300, almost 400 yards, and almost half the time he's almost doubled the production. Aguilar's doing great against Houston. He had over 100 yards and a touchdown. Smallwood, he had 2 touchdowns against the Rams. Jeffrey had 160. Everybody seems to like playing with Nick Foles. So if I'm the owner and I'm the general manager, I see how this plays out. I mean, I personally, of course, I think Philly goes in there and gets blown out. Not blown out, they get beat bad.
Mm-hmm.
But if somehow they pull this off and they beat the Saints, pay the man.
Well, Alex, while we sitting back trying to see when that day is that Philly gonna get beat, the defending champ gonna get beat by Bears. This is not 85. This is
Not
2019. While we sitting back watching this game, I'm gonna light one of them Cuban cigars Gates, Kevin Gates be talking about, and we gonna see, who gonna come out of this bad weather affair, because the weather's supposed to be, abysmal out there with the temperature dropping. So we'll see.
Last but not least, any quick other games?
A good game to watch to stay tuned to is LA Chargers at the Baltimore Ravens. I think
Who you got in that game?
I got the Chargers winning that game.
I got the Chargers.
Yeah, I got the Chargers winning that game for the simple fact Lamar Jackson. I don't think I think Phillip Rivers has all the pieces. I think Phillip Rivers has all the pieces. Lamar Jackson he's still young out there.
I believe
Trying to find his way.
Phillip Rivers knows this is pretty much the end of his career. The light is very, very close. He's not at the beginning of the tunnel. He's at the end of the tunnel. And like you just stated, he has all the pieces. He has a healthy Keenan Allen, which I think, if healthy, is top 3 receiver in the league. He has Melvin Gordon. He has Casey Howard. He has, Derwin James, who I think is a very, very, very good candidate for defensive rookie of the year.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I just believe Phillip Rivers knows it's time to get it done, and he has to get it done.
Well, like you mentioned, it's either now or never to me, and I kind of feel the same way. You got everything, you got one of the best balanced offensive teams, period, in the league. It's no excuse, go get it done. I mean, are they on the road or
they're
on the road? Go get it done. Go get it done, man. That should be exciting to watch with Lamar Jackson.
Houston and Indy, who you got?
I'm going with Indy. Andrew Luck has not been talked about. I think, man, and that incredible stat we mentioned earlier about him being, second in the league in touchdown passes. That's remarkable coming back off his injury. So I think they get it done. I think they get it done. I don't think J.J. Watt and that defense will, contain those receivers they got. So
I'm gonna play it back. I think I'm gonna go with Houston on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Solely because I like their defense. I like what they do. But not only that, I don't know who's gonna stop Josh Jacobs. I mean, let's just be honest here. 115 receptions, 0 drops. You probably get a high school quarterback back then. He'll still look good.
That he's gonna be a problem. He's gonna be a problem. But I feel like Houston would need more problems. They would need more. They would need another problem. Like somebody else has to be. Deshaun Watson has to be a problem. I don't think DeAndre Hopkins gets it done by himself. But Lamar Miller got to run the ball. They got to run the ball back there. I think I got Andrew Luck. I'm rolling with Andrew Luck. I think he
Score prediction on that game.
Score prediction. I'm gonna go with 20. I'm gonna go with 24. I'm gonna go with 24-20. I'm gonna go with 24-20 in that game.
I'm gonna go 27-20.
27-20.
What about Baltimore?
Baltimore and LA, man. I'm really expecting that to be a good game, man. But I think LA, like I said, LA gets it done. I'm gonna go with 34 with 34-27 in that game. 34-27. I think it's gonna be a good game.
I know they're gonna kill me for this one, but I'm going. Sorry, Bryson. I'm going.
They don't get it done, B.
35-20. 21
Ooh,
charges.
14.
Man,
14.
sometimes
You
you
go
go like that.
You hear that? You hear that, B? If you watch, you hear that, B?
When you don't have the experience, you seem to make mistakes.
Oh
we
man.
shall see.
Well, they get the win. I mean, they get the win. Chargers get the win anyway, so we shall see.
Another episode of ENA. We'll be back next week for next round of playoffs. See how our predictions went. And that's about it. Once again, thank you for all the likes, subscriptions, comments, all that. And we'll see y'all next week.